J Ross TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy J Ross hanging out with my cat Felix, y'all. He in town. Hit with Bill Lawrence tonight at the old Rock House, man. Yep. Felix playing that percussion thing, man. I've been up there checking him out and sound check. This cat got so much stuff, man. It made Nate Work jealous, y'all. But Felix here, y'all. He from London. He told, what's the name of the town, Felix? Peckham.
South London.
Yeah, wherever that is, man. That's like.
That's where Bill lives as well.
From Peckham.
Yeah, Bill lives next to Peckham.
Yeah, well, I might get to see Peckham. Y'all, Bill invited me to his wedding, but I ain't going. But it's all good. Hey, Felix, man. Now you been jamming, man. Hey, man, how do you set your stuff up to, you know, for your rhythmic, your rhythmic influence, man? Cause you was doing some crazy stuff with some broomsticks, look like.
Yeah. I guess for me, most of the interest in percussion is like making sounds, not using conventional instruments, building things. So like the brooms, just from a hardware store, and you chop them up, you get some glue in there, you get some cool sounds on a djembe. I've made this thing out of keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, on the floor I've got this, I call it the dirty basket. It basically sounds like a tambourine, and a shaker just goes.
Yeah.
Looks like bunny ears, so Mike calls it the bunny. A bit dodgy.
So, no, I was gonna say, so you can find any kind of anything used for an influence to enhance your music.
You gotta. This is like Michael Jackson percussion.
Yeah.
Anything will do.
So growing up, did you know you was gonna be a percussionist, or you wanted to do something different, or play a different instrument?
I knew I was gonna be a musician. My whole family's musicians.
Oh yeah?
I knew that. I started playing the cello when I was a kid. Played the cello and the piano, and sang.
Yeah.
And then my older brother played the drums. So I started playing the drums when I was sort of 14, 15. Went to music college and then got into percussion there.
Man, you about 18 now.
24.
Yeah. So you got a love interest back home?
Yeah, I've got a girlfriend,
yeah. Yeah?
I hope she's missing me.
There's Bill laughing in the background, yeah. So, like growing up though, your mother and father, they were supportive of your
totally. My dad's a musician, so he was super supportive. I don't know whether he necessarily wanted me to become a working musician, like earning a living from music, but he was really supportive of playing music.
Yeah. But now as a percussionist, is it hard to earn money to make a living?
Yes and no. The cool thing is that it's easy to be added into any scenario. So it's not like...
Hold on, give us an example. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not like Bill has a trio that already exists. If he decides to then put a saxophone, that really changes the vibe, because the saxophone is like a lead instrument.
Right, I got you.
If you play percussion, you can sort of come in with your stuff and sit on top of the music and add like depth rather than take some of the focus away from other things.
Yeah.
So in that way it's good, but percussionist is also the first thing to get sacked. If there's not enough money, percussionist is the first thing to go. It's the most expensive person because of all the gear. So it's the first person to go. That's why I have to play keyboards as well. Otherwise I wouldn't be here.
Bill said you better believe it.
You have to play keyboards and percussion, because it's always the second keyboardist that gets sacked as well. So if you can play keyboards and percussion, you're alright.
So now, who are some of your musical influences growing up?
Mostly like, I guess, other percussionists.
That's what I mean. You know any names?
Like Jamie Haddad, who Mike is about to do a record with, who's probably the godfather of like the modern percussionist. He's like built a sonic palette that's so different from anyone else's.
Yeah.
He doesn't play like, you know, like Latin percussion. Doesn't get all timbales and everything. It's more like amazing sonics and weird instruments that he's made as well. So that was very influential for me.
So like when you playing percussions, like if Bill soloing or whoever, how do you determine where your place is? You know, not to overstep your bounds.
If there's a drummer, then it's quite easy, because you play in the rhythmic structure of the drums. So if the drum beat has a certain accent that's there, you follow that. One thing I learned kind of the hard way was not to add any more rhythm. So like if you already have a groove going, don't try and put another groove on top, because then it's just like messy.
Yeah.
You just play the same thing in a different way. You start your phrase somewhere else, but you play the same rhythm.
But growing up in Europe, is it a different vibe, say, from the U.S. as far as the approach of the music?
Yeah, totally. There's not much rhythmical music that's native to the UK. We have there's Irish folk music is about as close as it gets. Everything else is melody and harmony based. So I'd say that I'm not naturally rhythmical.
Yeah.
That doesn't come naturally to me. I'm a white guy from Oxford. That's not easy. So I can hear lots of great harmony.
Yeah.
But the rhythm stuff I really have to work on. Still now, 6 hours practice when I'm at home every day.
So every day you had to put time in.
Yeah.
Man.
And then you go on tour and you get steadily worse as you stop practicing. But you become a better musician. But I feel like my technique gets a bit worse because you're just playing. You're playing for 4.5 minutes. I might play congas on one song.
Yeah.
That might be it. Whereas at home I might play congas for 2 hours a day.
But what about just being on the job though, the experience of that?
Yeah, sure. You learn, what you really learn is what you can do and what you can't do.
Yeah.
Because you can do loads of things when you're by yourself in the studio, but as soon as you come onto a gig and there's that extra little bit of pressure, you suddenly realize what you actually have down and what you're just blagging.
Man, that's all good, y'all.
Which is the scary bit.
Hey man, that's Felix, man. And Bill behind us, I guess he giving the go signal because it's getting close to showtime. And we're going to let Felix roll up out of here, y'all. This your boy J. Ross TV, 10 million strong. We gone. Peace.